It's quite amazing. We are already 18 matches into our managerial reign at Kidderminster Harriers, and we still haven't drawn a match yet. But the good news is we are over 50% win percentage, which means I think I'm doing an okay job. Hello and welcome back to some more Football Manager 2023 and another part of our Journeyman series. Today we are back with Kidderminster Harriers. We've got two matches, one against first placed Spennymoor away from home before we take on Southend in the FA Trophy 5th round, last 16. Things are going okay at the moment, actually. We're in a decent vein of form. If you look since the turn of the year, we've actually only lost two matches. One of them was since you last saw me with Peterborough Sports. We lost 1-0 there. It wasn't a fantastic performance, but I still expected us to do better there. But then we bounced back beautifully against Scarborough Athletic. Despite them pegging us back twice in the match, we pushed on and we won 5-2. Goals from Joseph Fowkes, Tom Leake, Jack Byrne and Ethan Fremantle getting us over the line there, meaning we are currently in 16th place in the Vanarama National League North. But look at this, it is ridiculous. We're 2 points behind 10th place. But equally, we're 4 points above the relegation zone. So this season could go either way at this point. And now it's getting to the point where we need to turn some of those narrow defeats into draws. Pick up those couple of points here and there as we go through the rest of this season. And hopefully that's where we're going to go with things. Squad performances, for some reason, it just keeps defaulting to not have this stuff on it. Your views from last year will work. I just ported mine over. So top goal scorer is Ethan Fremantle with 11, 7 for Martel Taylor Crossdale and 6 for Morgan Smith. 4 for Tom Leake. He's been in a good run of form recently. And very, very impressed with him. Top assists is Jack Byrne with 6, 5 for Nathan Lowe, 5 for Ashley Hemmings, who seems to be back from injury, by the way, and 3 for Chirewa, and 3 for Ethan Fremantle. Top average rated is Tom Leake with a 7.38, 7.14 for Joseph Fowkes, and 7.07 for the new boy Tyrese Dice. So let's have a look at the team for today. And you might think, Joe, what on earth are you doing here? Well, bearing in mind what I said before, we need to start turning some of these narrow defeats into draws. I'm sort of trying to take the bull by the horns here. And, I guess the opposite of that is defend from the outset against a very, very strong Spennymoor side, who we know are top of the league. We know that they're a very good side. They're probably going to win the league this season. When they're good, they're very good. And they're very good defensively as well. So we're not really going to be able to exploit them using our normal attacking ways. So the plan is to try and defend and get them on the counter-attack if we can. So I toyed with a few different formations. This is the one that I decided upon in the end. Was a sort of 4-3-1-2, but dragged back. So we've got our back four as normal. We've got Philpott, Fowkes, Leake and Dice. That's who we're going for there. Bobby Jones starting between the sticks, of course. Then we've got 3 defensive midfielders, where 2 of those are ball winners. And, I'm sort of betwixt and between of making them support. So, yeah, let's go for support, just so that we can actually have a little bit of attacking intent. So we've got 2 supporting ball-winning midfielders, either side of a DLP in Nathan Lowe. Then we've got Chirua in the middle of the park, and he's going to act as our sort of link between the attacking two. He's going to be a sort of floating attacking midfielder, if you like. Then we've got Fremantle and Morgan Smith up top. I've gone for those two. Target forward, so let's try and boot the ball to Morgan Smith. He'll bring it down. Fremantle will use his pace to score a goal, hopefully. That's the plan behind it. I've fiddled a little bit with the instructions, trying to funnel everything down the middle, because I think that's where we're going to have our best success. So we'll see. For once, I'm thinking about tactics, thinking about how can I do better against a Spennymoor side rather than just blindly attacking in this match and probably losing 3-0. That's me thought process behind it. We may well still lose 3-0, but at least I've thought about it. I've spent a good 5-10 minutes coming up with a tactic to try and counteract that. So we'll see. We'll see how it works. We'll head out there. I know Tom Leake is tired and that could backfire, but he's in such a good vein of form. I feel we need him on the pitch, so that's what I'm going for. Time will tell whether it works out. So let's point our finger. Let's say I expect it to pick up where we left off. Here they come, out of the tunnel. We're ready to take them on. Back in the northeast, back where I belong. And hopefully I'll be going back down to Kidderminster with 3 points in the bag. That's what I'm hoping for. So come on, Kidderminster. Let's see what we can do here. Lots of, lots of defensive players. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Spennymoor aren't going to create many chances. But as you can see, they are creating some chances. And here's a corner. Watt into the middle. It's away by Leake. Oh my God, what are you doing? What on earth was that by Tyrese Dice? He's given away a penalty. And already, our plan is foiled because we're going to go 1-0 down. Now what? Oh, Glenn Taylor scores his 20th goal of the season. That was just a stupid penalty to give away. Oh, I mean, Bobby went the right way. I couldn't do much with it, though. And it is 1-0 to Spennymoor. Right, let's... well, I don't think you can go positive, really, with this tactic. But Folks clears it up towards Fremantle, who does not get the ball. That's forward again, but a good header by Folks. This is what I was hoping. Get it to Sonny Graham or get it to Shane Byrne, who will then funnel it forward. And hopefully Chirua will go with them and sort of make it a more normal tactic. But again, that's a very good run, and Brown gets it into the middle. Dice is there. He's having a horrible game. He's having a terrible game. Luckily, that's offside, but I think we're going to have to make a change because Dice is all over the place. Ooh. And maybe at half-time, we go back to our tactic. I mean, I suppose in a way it's worked. It's limited Spennymoor to being only 1-0 down, but I think we have to go back to our normal way of playing, don't we? Right, so Nathan Lowe can go there. Shane Byrne's going to come off. In fact, I'm going to put Tyrese Dice up there because that's where he's been playing really, really well. We'll put Philpott on the left there. Sonny Graham can come off, and we'll put Jack Byrne on the right. And we'll swap Morgan Smith to be a target forward on attack. 2 changes at half time. We're going more attack, and we're going to try and take the game to them a little bit, but it could turn out 3-4-0 this now. But yeah. I just didn't like that sitting back when you're 1-0 down, damage limitation idea. I'd rather lose 4-0 than 1-0. 4-0 trying than 1-0 and defending. But that's another penalty. It's another penalty. Oh, I think that was harsh. Oh, but now it's going to be Glenn Taylor that steps up to try and score his 21st goal of the season. Jones got a big hand to it, but couldn't quite stop it going into the back of the net. And it's now Spennymoor 2, Kidderminster Harriers 0. Right. Let's berate the boys, try and get them fired up a little bit. We need to start creating some chances. That's what we really need to do, but we know that they're very strong defensively. Chirawa's not having the best of games, is he? I think maybe it's a time for Martel Taylor-Crossdale to come on. Perhaps for Morgan Smith. And we'll see what he can do. Here we go. Come on, boys. 20 minutes left. Let's see if we can do anything in this 20 minutes. It looks like Spennymoor have shut up shop now. And yeah, I guess we'll never know which tactic truly worked better. But that was a very disappointing match for us. And I guess that shows us how far we've yet to go. I mean, Spennymoor, you look at that team performance defensively, very, very solid there. And Glenn Taylor at the top. Okay, 2 of them were penalties, but he is scoring a shed load of goals this season. Now then, let's put our hands on our hands in pockets and say unlucky boys. Because I suppose in a way they were unlucky. You know, we limited them to 2-0. It wasn't a terrible, terrible performance. But frustratingly, had we won that match, we'd have been up in 11th right now. And that's kind of where we're at. It's sort of 1 or 2 steps forward, 1 step back, if you like, with our form at the moment. And that's not fantastic. That's not what you really want. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously, Spennymoor, we were away from home. What were they expecting? I didn't actually see what they were expecting. Oh, is it this one? Where was the expectation? Opposition report. Don't think it's there, actually. So yeah, this whole expectations before a match, I don't seem to get it every time. I don't know if you're meant to or if it's just big matches, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see if we can continue our cup run, eh? Okay, back to normal with our attacking formation for today. Back for a home fixture, I think. One that, you know, isn't going to have a massive impact on our season. It would be nice to win, of course, get through to the quarterfinal, but realistically, we're not going to win the FA trophy. So let's go out there. Let's play the way we have been in the tournament so far. I've also rotated the squad quite a bit as well because, you know, we're very tired at this point of the season. And that's the issue with the cup run. You know, it is those extra minutes on the legs. We have got a little bit of a rest after this before the Banbury match, which is, I think, very welcome. But hopefully we can go out there and we can put in a good performance. We'll run through the 11 that we've got out there. So we've got Bobby Jones starting between the sticks. We've then got Margetson, Penny, Pearce and Aina in defence. Jordan Aina, or Aina, is a new signing. Can play anywhere along the back four and in the wing-back positions, I think is going to be a good signing. Shane Byrne and Keziah Martin starting the midfield with Jack Byrne and Ashley Hemmons starting wide of Martel Taylor-Crossdale and Amari, or whatever his name is, Morgan Smith, up top. So, let's get into it. Hopefully we can be competitive at the very least against you know, what I expect is a decent National League side. I haven't looked at Southend, how they're doing, because quite honestly, I don't care. It doesn't really change anything whether they're 1st or 24th in the National League. They're still going to probably be better than us. So we need to go out there. We need to perform at our highest level. So let's go and do that. Jones clears it. Taylor Crossdale was there. Byrne heads it down. Now here's a Ralph. Ralph on the ball gets it all the way back to Arnold now in goal. And I think he's going to absolutely welly it forward, isn't he? He seems to want to... Well, I was going to say he seems to want to show off his abilities at his feet, but then pass the ball. Here's Powell and Ralph and Funguk. Oh, it's away. It was all a little bit bobbly, but we got away with it. Anyway, here's Kensdale. Here's Funguk. Funguk again with the shot, and this time he absolutely skies it. That makes you feel a little bit better, doesn't it? But yeah, Southend. You know, if we got the opportunity to try and take them back to the Football League, I think that would be a decent opportunity. But fully focused on Kidderminster at the minute, of course. And you know, we are still, I suppose, in the promotion picture. If we can put together a decent run of form between now and the end of the season, there's nothing stopping us from getting involved in that fight. You know, we are pretty close to that battle. Let's say we have faith with them. And then go encouraging. But it hasn't been a bad performance so far, actually. Here's Boateng. Whips it in. Kensdale's there. And that is our big weakness, is defending from headers. They always seem to get us, those crosses. And Boateng with a good cross in. Kensdale with the header. Bobby Jones nowhere to be seen. And it is 1-0 to Southend. And it could be a double defeat episode, which would be a real shame. Here's Penny on the ball. Penny whips it forward. Hemmings is there. He's just come back from injury. Hemmings into the middle. Morgan Smith. Here's Jack Byrne. Back to Shane Byrne. What a save that is from Arnold. That was very close to being the moment that we equalise in this match. Here's Byrne. He's going to whip it in. Pearce was there but couldn't do anything with it. Here's Cardwell. Now Morgan Smith is chasing back. Shouldn't be him that's doing the donkey work in defence. Here's Hussein. End of highlight. Still 1-0 low. Still 1-0 to Southend. Here's Margetson. Gets it to Shane Byrne. Margetson into the middle. Morgan Smith with the header. What a header that was. That was brilliant. You know, teetering back. Gets his header on it. What a strong neck that lad must have. That was terrific. Byrne and then Margetson in, and Morgan Smith backtracking, nods it in, and it is 1-1. That is what we want to hear. Come on. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Very happy with that. Oh, come on. Oh, right. Taylor Crossdale not having a good game, so let's bring on Ethan Fremantle. Jack Byrne not having a great game either, so we'll bring on Gabby Rogers. Inez not having a great game either, but we'll leave it for now. I don't want to be down to 10 men at any point. Here's Clifford, gets it to Powell. Powell still going. Funguk. Here's Powell. Ooh, don't give away a penalty, Powell. Clifford, what are you doing? No! Oh, that was awful. That was truly awful. What on earth was Margetson doing here? Why didn't he just tackle him? Oh, then nobody marking Adigan. He's like, what? Are we offside or something? He's looking around and thinking, how have I been so lucky here? What on earth was that? I know, with a diving header, straight back to Boateng. It's going to be 3-1. Oh, it should have been. It should have been. Right, let's berate the boys. Let's get them fired up for this final 10 minutes of our FA Trophy run, because I don't think we're going to get another goal back. Let's be honest, 4 minutes of added time. I think the slight quality difference has shown through, and Southend have won, and I think deservedly so. We didn't really play well. We'll say they were unlucky. but we're lying. We were outplayed there by Southend. And where are they? 14th in the Vanarama National League. It's looking very similar to our league, to be honest. Very, very close. And Southend could well find themselves promoted at the end of the season. But, yeah, that was tough to watch. That shows how much we're struggling. 20 games into life with Kidderminster Harriers, it's fair to say that Hannard's bid to overhaul the first team squad is well underway, with no fewer than 5 players arriving on free transfers. Hannard has sort of stamped his mark on the team and looks to be adept at raiding the transfer market. Kidderminster have disappointed so far, struggling for results early in the season, and the club will be all too aware that a failure to rectify matters under new manager will lead to a hasty reappraisal of their targets for the rest of the campaign. Bobby Jones, has been a particular beneficiary of the change of manager, with a significant increase in playing time, but Alex Penny has not had it quite so good and now finds himself rather on the periphery at Agsborough. The fans have been generally satisfied with the wing play style used by Hannard of late, but there's general recognition that there's plenty of room for improvement. I mean, it's bonkers. If you look at our manager profile, played 20, won 10, lost 10. It couldn't be any more up and down, really. And if you look at it, we took over against Darlington. You know, there's not really 2 results either way. We're probably due a win against Banbury. And then we got Chorley and Darlow after that. When do we want to come back? Because I'm conscious now we've not got a cup run. We're sort of... We could just absolutely rifle through the season. But I really didn't want to do that this year. I want to take my time with it. I want to be that little bit more in-depth. Have these discussions with you. So, with that in mind, we will be back against Boston United and Chester in the next episode. Mainly because those are 2 sides that are fairly high up the table. I don't want to show you Darlow again, but equally I don't want to, just press on regardless. I want to do Boston and Chester next time out. Boston, obviously a team we've managed in the past, so it's nice to go back there and hopefully give them a good beating. But anyway, if you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more Football Manager 2023 videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.